are very welcome back. Now, may I just warn you to hold tight to your seats because I'm about to introduce our guest who is larger than life. Yes, indeed, he is a strength athlete. And let me just reel out some of his achievements and awards. Yes, he came 8th place in the Arnold Classic Strongman Championship worldwide in 2016. 1st place in the deadlift competition AAU Championship in Las Vegas last year, 2016 as well. 5th place in the Maryland Strongest Man competition in Columbia, Maryland last year, 2016. And 3rd place in Arnold CLA. Ladies and gentlemen, I have with me the strength athlete, Oluwatofumi, a.k.a. Olu Strong.
Yeah.
Wow. You can see, I feel like I thought that, I usually know women always like, hey, I've added weight, but sitting beside you, I feel like a broomstick.
Oh,
You're very welcome.
Yeah, pleased to be here. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much. Now tell us about, you being a strength athlete. Until you mentioned it, a lot of people would see what you do and just, put you under the box of weightlifter.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between a weightlifter and a strength athlete?
Weightlifting is a popular sport, like is the mainstream sport where you have to do the clean and jerk. Is done in the Olympics.
Yeah.
But strongman is the apex of all weight.
Oh, it's
lifting
higher
sport.
than weightlifting.
Yes, weightlifting. You have to carry a lot of awkward objects. You pull trucks, you lift cars, you pick up stones. All kinds of.
Look at my eyes popping up.
All kinds of heavy objects. Some of the top guys have pulled an airplane before in Botswana last year. So it's like the.
Look at
like,
that. That's you, right?
Yeah, the tire weighs like 450 kg, and that's like a 10-ton truck I was pulling in South Africa, 2015 at the Arnold Classic qualifiers.
I'm stunned. Now tell me, what's the most interesting or the heaviest thing you've ever had to lift?
So to say, I've walked with 430 kg of weight on my shoulder, and I had to walk 15 meters with it, and I've put like a 10-ton truck. That's like 10,000 kilograms.
Wow. Let's go back in time. At what point in your life did you know that you had strength, unusual strength? Because everyone says we all have strength, but yours is supernatural.
It's not supernatural. It's a process,
Okay, so tell us about the process.
This sport, came about being an hobby. When you're young, you just want to look buff and all that. Far back in 2006, I go to some friends' backyard and lift weight early in the morning. Then it transcends into like, like a lifestyle. Now it's like a job for me. Wow. I fought for Lagos State. I did martial arts from 2010 to 2013. So I started training properly and being on a diet, because you have to be on
I was going to get there.
Yeah,
with
so
regards to the health
in
implications.
2013, I started training towards looking forward to a competition. So the whole 2013, I trained and eat. Then in 2014, I decided to come out for the National Open Powerlifting Championship in Nigeria.
How did you do?
I won. I won in 2000.
Where was this?
It was done at National Stadium.
Amazing. So, you say it was here in Lagos, in Nigeria. Does it mean that we have more people who do the sport that you do in Nigeria?
There are a lot of powerlifters, but when it comes to strongman, a few guys, there are a lot of guys I've been trying to work with now, trying to encourage them to do the sport right now. But right now, I'm the only person doing the competition, rubbing shoulders with the guys out there in the world.
You're a national treasure. All right, so let's talk about the health implication, because you mentioned that you had to go on a special diet, you had to train for 1 whole year.
Yeah.
You had to lift things. I know some people actually lift things with their teeth or whole things.
I've seen sorts like that, but that's not allowed in our kind of competition.
Wonderful. Okay. So what's the health implication? Ordinarily, they tell you when you lift up heavy things, your back, you have a slip disc. But you do this for a living.
Yeah,
How do you, what do you do?
There are lots of preventive measures. Like if I'm to lift a very heavy object, I have to put on a belt that holds my spine and all that.
Okay.
I put on knee guards that are like 7mm thick.
Okay.
Wrist straps, preventive measures.
Oh, good.
But still, injuries are not something you know, that are inevitable in this kind of sport.
Yeah. Well, let me just put that out there for health and safety. Do not try this at home because he is heavily protected when he does it. So don't look at this and think, I think I can do what Olu Strong did. I'm going to go and pull something. He has protection. So please do not try this at home if you do not have protection or you haven't been training for a long time and under supervision. We have a video of you carrying some heavy things. We're going to show people just what it is, just a glimpse of what you do on a normal basis. This is Olu's strength in his glory.
Yes, yes. Good stuff, Oliver. Push, push, push. Push! Yes! Nicely done. Awesome stuff. God. Jesus. Almost looked like he was going to fall over.
Wow. Wow. So what motivates you to keep going? And what do your family think about you doing such a dangerous sport?
I think I'm my own motivation. You know, it's something that's been my, I would say, my dream for, you know, when I started lifting, because I grew up watching some of the strong guys on ESPN and YouTube. I go on YouTube. At some point when I was younger, I would go on YouTube and I download the videos and I'll show my mom, like, you know, what do you feel? You know, you see this guy's trying to pull a plane. Yeah. I'm going to do this someday. You know, and you'll be like, okay, you know, God be with you, you know. So, you know, and the quest to be better and to stand out and be different, because it's not something I've seen an average Nigerian do right now. So, you know, that motivation to get better every single day, and me, you know, being my own competition. Yeah. You know, when I achieve a certain weight, maybe I'm able to pull like 300 kilograms. I set a mark, maybe in the next 10 weeks, I want to increase that weight maybe by 5 kilograms, and that gets, you know, keep me going. Even with, you know, series of injuries and coming back.
Have you ever woken up one day and thought to yourself, who sent me? How did I get here?
No, like, you know, like I said, it's a job for me and I love it, you know, and I'm not doing it, you know, it's something I'm passionate about.
That's good.
So when I wake up in the morning, I won't tell you the times I wake up in the morning with serious sore in my muscles, and I embrace it and I laugh it. Yeah.
So it's sort of an adrenaline kick for you?
Yeah, you know, I keep going.
All right.
Even when I feel sick, I still want to hit the gym.
It's addictive. All right, okay, now you mentioned the fact that you want to groom younger people who, because we don't have many people in the strength, you know, competing, you know, in the strength category. Yeah. If people wanted to or do this or have an interest, how can they start?
Yeah, you know, it's not something, the strength, you know, strength comes by patience. You know, you have to have a lot of patience and resilience. So when I started, I was lifting so light. So it took time, you know, just baby steps, one step at a time. So, and you go into it. You won't see me picking up every update and you want to come into the gym one day and do that same thing. Or me looking at the top guys or the pro guys out there and say, oh, I want to be like them. I have to walk one step after the other. Yeah. So what I tell people and what I tell guys that want to do it, you know, enjoy it. Just, you know, set a mark, set a standard for yourself, and, you know, you see, you know, with discipline and focus,
you see results. I think that applies to many things in life. Of course. Patience is a virtue. If you endure, you can certainly achieve what. And don't look at other people and envy them and say, I want to do exactly what they're doing right now. It takes a process. Yeah. And if you follow the process, you would be like them and even surpass what they do. Of course. Well done. I'm so tempted. I want to ask you to carry me because I'm sure you pick me up like this. All right, if people wanted to follow you, Olu Strong, how can they follow you?
My Instagram handle is Oluwatofumi_Exito.
Exito.
Yeah, so that's my Instagram as well. I'm very active on Instagram.
Oh, really? So Oluwatofumi_Exito. How do you spell the Exito?
EXITO.
Oh, just as pronounced.
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. So on the screen, if you'd like to follow Oluwatofumi_Exito and his amazing lifestyle, because for some people you're living their dream.
Yeah.
You know, being able to travel and compete and doing things, because this is a manly sport. Carry anything. But I mean, one final question before I let you go,
Okay.
Olustrong. Are you in a relationship? Are you dating? And are women afraid? Like, how can I date this huge man?
Yeah, I'm in a relationship.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Is she proud of what you do?
Yeah.
All right,
Very
I'm sure
well.
she'll feel very protected. That's my man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've had the pleasure of strongman Olu Strong, also known as Oluwatofumi. He's been our guest today on the show, and indeed opening my eyes personally to a new line of sport that I didn't think, was very popular in Nigeria. And I do hope that there will be a future for that in Nigeria,
Of course.
because we have so many men going around very strong and wasting away, not using it for anything.
Those guys that push carts on the street
every day.
You know, you see them putting logs of wood on the cart. And when I see them, maybe I'm going to the gym, I'm like, these are stuff we're doing strongman,
All right. Okay, thank you so much, Oluwatofumi. Thank you, Olu Strong, for joining us on the show this afternoon.
It's a pleasure.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.